There you go.
That's great.
As we're all getting ready. Hi, guys.
So,
Hey,
guys,
everybody.
this is SafeWord, a
Woot woot.
platform for teaching, learning, and opening eyes of our audience to the world of kinky BDSM. I'm your host, Remy DeBow.
And I'm your second host, Aurora Storm.
Hey, what's up? It's your second favorite co-host, Kane Marcos.
And it's your favorite co-host, Miss Sasha Winter.
If you've been watching our last videos, we gave you guys a bunch of videos today or this week. And we've got another one dropping too. So, I mean, we're just giving you a ton of content for Valentine's Day because we love you. So go back and watch it. The links will be in the description box below.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and share and follow us all on our socials.
All right. And with that, this is SafeWord. So here at SafeWord, we have a safe word of the day. We use this safe word to stop, halt, and completely put a pause on all topics of conversation. So if you don't like what's being said and you don't like what like Remy's doing right now, you would say the safe word. So crew, can we tell everybody what the safe word of the day is on the count of three? Let's try and get this right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Valentines.
Vday. It's on the
Vday?
board. Holy hell. Holy hell. It's right here.
We got it right.
When did we change that?
Right.
You were not listening in the meeting before this. I said
Valentines.
I said Valentines.
I said the same exact thing.
Please don't pay attention. Okay, so just so y'all know.
You got to tell a dude something 3 times.
Yeah, we got to try that again. We're going to have to try that
just
again.
so y'all know, the word of the day is Vday. Now, we have some audio issues here because, people don't know how to just... So we have some audio issues here that happen and Zoom takes over and cuts people off. So if you're saying the safe word and it cannot be heard, we have a signal that we put up so that everybody knows to stop. Can we show them what that is? All right. So if you're saying the safe word and things aren't stopping, no one's listening, the conversation keeps going, throw up that signal so that we can see that you're saying the safe word and make sure that you say Vday, the safe word. So everybody knows what it is. All right. Mr. K,
right.
Do we have some hot topics today?
Yeah, first and foremost, something somewhat of a tradition of ours is hi Roy.
Hi, Roy.
Hey,
What's
Roy.
going on, player?
Hi, Roy.
All right,
Dude,
so
you're my boy,
in
Blue.
kink news. I actually have a couple of things. A lot of stuff's popping up for Valentine's Day. It's one of the most common things that people search around Valentine's Day is how to be kinkier, how to get into BDSM, how to introduce BDSM into your relationship. So a lot of stuff is popping up. One of the things that came up was 5 mainstream movies featuring BDSM.
What? There's 5? There's not only like 50 Shades of Grey. Tell me more.
Well, 50 Shades of Grey made the cut, and you know how we feel about 50 Shades of Grey.
Ow.
So
We all
It's on there.
hate 50 Shades of Grey, burn the damn book.
Right.
So there's a film called 9.5 Weeks. It's got Mickey Rourke in it, plays somewhat of a dom in it, and well, actually he is a dom in it, but you actually get to see a regular relationship kind of go through and evolve into an actual play scene and a dom sub relationship. It's great for bringing up boundaries because that movie crosses a lot of them.
Yep.
All right, and so then coming in at number 4, you've got 50 Shades of Grey, which I think should be exchanged for an indecent proposal.
Right.
So
that's before. I think that's lower on the list.
What, indecent proposal or 50 Shades?
It's
I don't know.
before.
I like
It's
Indecent
before.
Proposal a lot
Yeah,
more.
I like that more. That's why. 50 Shades of Grey is in the right position. Number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, and so then you have The Secretary with I think Maggie
That's my
Gyllenhaal.
favorite. Oh my God.
I don't know if I've seen
Yo.
that one. Like it's like nothing is coming to mind. What is it?
There were so many times I put that on. like hands down. Like that was
Your
one of
hand
my
wasn't down.
favorites.
Your hand wasn't
Your
down.
hand wasn't
I
down.
said your
I
hand
don't know
wasn't
what that
down.
movie is. The rest of them I know about. What's like the rundown?
Actually, Secretary is pretty new. I think it came out in 2002 or 2012. My numbers can be off, but it was actually really good. I enjoyed watching it. It put a lot of things into perspective. It was the dom sub relationship before 50 Shades of Grey, and I'd go so far as to say it served as inspiration for 50 Shades of Grey because it's literally an older version of the same film.
Right.
Okay.
But it also showed how it can be helpful at the same time.
That's interesting.
Because the person that was a sub was very shut in and shy and this, that, and the third. And her being a sub actually brought the confidence out in her. She was like taking over stuff.
Right.
It was really good.
Cool. That's dope. This is called The Secretary. All right. Okay.
No, just Secretary.
The
Secretary.
Oh yeah, Secretary.
Okay, perfect. And that was 3, right?
Yes. And then coming in at number 2, a cult classic favorite, Basic Instinct with Sharon Stone.
Oh yeah, I was like, if that doesn't
Only
make sense,
because
I don't know
only because she did that whole leg thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was everything. It was everything. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that whole thing was sexy.
That whole thing.
I ain't knocking it.
So my upbringing, we couldn't watch stuff like that. So I would sneak and watch like Taxi Cab Confessions and all that stuff. And when I like peeked my head around the corner and saw that, I was like, I want to be like her.
Yeah, exactly. So you get something.
And I was so young too. I was like, wow, that's
cool.
cool.
Fantasize about.
Right. All right, that's number 2.
And then number 1, I actually really enjoyed this one because it also deals a lot with, the psychology basis and, a lot of the things that we study. It was called A Dangerous Method, had Keira Knightley in it, and it actually has a little bit of historical relevance because it follows psychologist Carl Jung as he diagnoses Keira Knightley's character. And it actually has not so much a cameo appearance, but like a historical cameo where it adds in Sigmund Freud, played by Viggo Mortensen.
Oh, wow.
And his recommendation for Carl Jung dealing with this person was to start a sensual relationship, and it ends up growing and evolving into a really kinky relationship. And it's kind of fun to see the psychological timeline as that thing progresses. So it's really good for almost a documentary perspective on a kinky relationship. So definitely on my list of number 1s and things that you should watch if you're into kink and BDSM.
That's awesome.
Moving along. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
And some of those movies, like, they were actually good movies, and if you never knew anything about kink and BDSM, it will be a good example of how it works into a movie without you even knowing.
Right. Yep. Or it's a reference, because some of these movies I've seen before, and I'm like, oh, okay, but now knowing what I know now, like now that we've re-referenced them now, I'm like, oh, okay, so now I see the steps that those things, those pinnacle, because those were all very like, when I saw either my parents watching them or I'm like peeking to see them, I'm like, okay, now it's like, that's a good tie around. This was really good. Good job, Kane. Like, that's a dope list. And people who know nothing, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Kane.
No problem.
I know he's got more.
I know.
Yeah, I got some cultural news. You know what? Today is the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. We are entering the year of the ox. So
everything shuts down. Everything shuts down in China.
Yep. Strength and blessings to everybody. And if you're following your spiritual, now's the time for busting, grinding, and getting that workhorse mentality and busting some chores out, busting some business relationships out, and, getting and pulling ahead. So good luck to you in all of your endeavors, especially kink wise. Just for me personally, and for all my nerdy deviants out there, because I know you guys want to know, and I know you guys are keeping up, we are exactly 41 days away from Godzilla versus Kong. So be excited for that. Circle it on the calendar. You guys know what it is.
That has nothing to do with kink.
Absolutely not.
That one.
He just wanted to throw that out there.
That one.
I told you. I said it.
Now you better freaking come with something to back up that story.
I have been given a perfect platform to let my geek flag fly. So I'm going to do it.
If you are into that, drop one down below.
Like and comment. Or send me some hate. I don't care.
Was that it?
And a little bit more of,
Was that a
depending on how you
challenge?
look at
I
it,
think I'm gonna get in
somber
the
or
comments.
celebrated news. Good old Larry Flint.
That
So
Oh,
if you guys
yeah.
don't, it's funny that you're going because a bunch of people are like, good.
Yeah, no, I'm sad about it. Like, he was a pioneer.
Right.
But we're gonna let Kane tell that. Hold up. Tell
Yeah,
them.
go ahead.
Every guy watching and every guy that comes back to this later and looks this up, Larry Flint was exactly what you said, a pioneer, and he is the #1 reason why almost 80% of the guys watching this ever saw their first vagina, ever.
Yep.
So
In general.
that gentleman passed away.
Girls.
Yep, girls too.
That guy passed away. He was 78 years old, and he passed away on the 10th. So on Wednesday, we lost a legend.
Yeah.
He lived a long
Founder
and
of Hustler.
fruitful life.
Yeah, and I mean, he really was a progression person. He's somebody that made changes and differences.
Pioneer.
He had things thrown at him when he would come into town. People would shoot at him. It was the whole thing because
he fought for what he wanted to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
First started in theaters.
Was in the name of liberation. It wasn't in that perspective to captivate the body. It was like, okay, they're beautiful. If they want to do it, then I'll make sure they could pay me to do it, and I got you. Like
right.
That was awesome.
If I remember
for
correctly,
all the hate that dude got, he
one.
still made money because people were still eating that up. So
no, because everybody. That's because everybody is very kinky. Even the conservatives that don't like it, they want to be in the middle of it so bad because on the inside they like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was the dawn of the feminine revolution and a lot of liberation. So they're like, no, you can't be a man on the bandwagon too, because now if they feel like they have an outlet, then now they gonna really go crazy.
Exactly.
I don't know. I always looked at it and I like to think that some of the same guys that were throwing stones had the issue sitting at home. So like, why hate on the outside?
He make a living off of
They were just mad because they ain't come up with the idea themselves.
Yep.
Or they got caught with a book in the toolbox.
Oh,
what's this, honey? I don't know. Those damn neighborhood kids leaving shit around. No, that was yours. When the wife sent you home to the grocery store for eggs and milk, you came back with something extra, didn't you?
Right.
All right. And so the other thing is, once again, like I said, Valentine's Day is a huge day for kink, and a lot of stuff gets looked up. And one of the top results right now that they like to put out is, the 5 common misconceptions of kink, which we talk about all the time. And we're not going to beat that dead horse. Just know your rules, know your boundaries, have proper negotiations, and remember your safe word. Exactly. So I'll leave it at that. With that being said, that concludes our hot topics for the week. So if I missed anything, or if you guys want to hear about something, or you think you guys know something that we don't know about, drop us a comment, give us a like, and we'll figure it out.
Yay! Good job.
Yay. Woo. What's next?
Yay.
What's next, Kane? Take us into the next thing.
So we're actually just getting into the Valentine special. So we got some stuff mapped out for you guys today. We're gonna talk about some fails. We're not really passing that much information. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna give you the do's and don'ts of Valentines and kink and BDSM by letting you know some funny Valentine's fails. So learn from other people's mistakes. Then we're gonna go into some other stuff, and I'll intro it as we go along. So without further ado, here we go.
So who has a good fail story? A Valentine's Day fail. So what we mean by that is like, okay, let's say someone tried to plan a romantic whatever and it just went horribly wrong. So who's got a story for me? Because I got a couple. Yeah. Come on, Mr. Ram. I know you got one. I can see by the way you chewing that you waiting to speak.
So I'll open it up because I saw something absolutely hilarious. Are you fucking serious? So there was a Valentine's card. It's made circulation. It's hilarious. I know everybody's seen it, but I just have to bring it up because it brings a smile to my face every time I see it, just because of how cringy it is. It says on the front, and it is a no shit Valentine's card, It says a girlfriend is a sister you choose.
Oh,
Can't say without laughing.
hey.
I think they were
No,
Japanese.
I couldn't hear. I think it just like it went out. A girlfriend is a what you choose?
A
It's
sister you choose.
Oh,
a sister you choose.
They must have been Japanese greeting card people.
I
yeah.
don't know.
And
Like
it got lost in translation or something.
It got lost in
got
translation.
misconstrued with the fucking translation. I'm sorry.
Who else got one?
I've got one. I actually have one from like a high school student. It's called high school vomiting machine. Okay. So it says once in high school, I was asked out on Valentine's Day with a big teddy bear and roses, the whole shebang. However, I had nausea that morning and threw up all over the guy and his gifts. Oops.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
That's bad. Like that's
horrible. It's like you just gave me that and it made me sick. Like the thought of you being into me I would just be like,
yeah.
Right, because everybody that saw was like, "Oh man, he gave her a gift and she puked on him."
Puked all over it, yeah.
Oh no.
Like, who got it worse in that situation, though? I mean, like, the dude got puked on, and now everybody's.
Well, that's still embarrassing though for the chick.
It is. It's super embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't show my face anymore after that.
Okay, so either one of you guys have a fail before I take this over again?
Okay, no, I have a fail. So a friend of mine had planned like a Valentine's Day dinner for him and his girlfriend. It was like a new relationship or whatever, like 2 or 3 weeks into like dating, and he's like, I'm gonna ask her to be my girlfriend. I made reservations at this really nice restaurant, and it was like around the corner from the basketball stadium. It's like a really nice area downtown. There's a really nice restaurant, so they couldn't go to the game. So he's like, well, we'll make the reservations for after the game, whatever. So he's sitting there and she just never shows up. She said she was running late and then never like followed up with the text message, just kind of left him on red. And then he's scrolling through Instagram, just sitting there waiting for her. And there was a basketball game that night. And she posted a picture of her in somebody's box seat with somebody, like a selfie on the gram story. She's like, so you at somebody's box seat and I have reservations here. And he's like, wow, like how long ago? Because the game let out before I had reservations. He looks up and she's having drinks at the bar with the guy that she was at the box seats with.
Right. Oh God.
Ooh.
So he looks at like, word, like we're in a restaurant. So he just left out the back because he didn't want to make a scene and he didn't want to go to jail. He had a good job. So he's like, yeah, I'm just going to call you because you calm me down. So you're like, okay. So that was just, that took it for me. That it was the whole situation for me.
Yeah.
Wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth it at all.
Wasn't worth it.
No, he had a good job. Thank God, that's awesome. Take the high road sometimes when you have something to lose. Because that, yeah.
All right.
Take it away.
So, not everybody has relationships or anything like that. So sometimes, they be lonely on Valentine's. So one of our boys was like that. So a couple of us got together. He was like, all right, before we get with our girls and, try and wine them and dine them and everything, we're going to take our boy that was single. He was the only one that was single out the group. We're going to take him to the strip club.
Oh, God.
So we all take him to the strip club. You know what I mean? Everybody's showing us a lot more attention because it's Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? And all of our and all of us is like, cool, we drinking, we get a little out of hand, we drink a little too much.
No, guys got a little.
Then we decide to come back home to our girls. Yeah.
All around them.
Glitter all over us. Smelling like Hennessy and
Dissy. Smell like straight
Budissy.
Just Budissy.
So he winds up meeting a stripper, and they get off great. The rest of us go home and are all in trouble. So moral of the story, he winds up having the girl. We wind up having nothing for Valentine's. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. We were telling personal stories. I got one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can tell you all a personal story, and we're gonna omit names for this one, and just kind of give you a roundabout. It was Valentine's Day.
Oh no, I
Strip
need
club.
names. I'm playing.
And I think Remy's heard this story before. It was a strip club. I was there with my girlfriend. They were having an amateur night, stripper night, and like wet t-shirt contest. Pot was like $2,000. You know, I was like, get up there, do it, because she's used to strip anyway. So she's like, all right, cool. Does the wet t-shirt contest. She annihilates everybody, right? We go into the bathroom and I'm trying to help her change, and she's trying to change out of her shirt. We're in the stall together, and there's this girl outside because we've been drinking, and when I drink and I'm around my other, black friends, nigga comes out, nigga, oh nigga, and so that's what we say. It's Nigga. So anyways, so this chick is like, you really shouldn't be saying that, blah, 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 blah. And we're both like,
Nigga.
I was like, right, that's basically what I said, nigga. And I was like, okay, we're both black. It's okay. It's like, we're not putting each other down. And she's like, I don't care. She's screaming from the outside of the stall. And so I'm just like, okay, whatever. She grabs the stall and yanks it open, and my girl's in there changing. So, then she starts grabbing my shirt, and that's where I blacked out. Basically, what ended up happening was I remember being carried underneath this security guard's hip, and I was just like, get me. And I was beating this girl's, yeah. And I got 86 on Valentine's Day.
I just want to say that she was my girlfriend last. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
So.
So, yeah. So that's if Valentine's Day failed for real, because I didn't get to get my drink on. We didn't win the $2,000. We didn't pass go. We got to go home and got 86. Oh, and she lost her ID. So yeah.
But wait. I just want to let you know the caveat of this. It was still fun.
Still a story.
And it's a great memory of her
too.
Yeah. It's a great, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things where because the chick that pulled open the door was a stripper, and she was just going off, and all I can remember, because I was drunk, and when I got shoved into a coat closet, I was like, your bitch ain't gonna be working tomorrow, she ain't gonna work tomorrow, I done messed her up, yeah, I was 86. Those were my young days.
I know, right?
You talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
No, like that no more,
right?
Right.
All right, so the one that I got was actually probably the saddest story I've ever heard.
Oh no.
There was this couple, and a guy decided to go all out for Valentine's Day. So he must have messed up an anniversary or something, because he decided to go to the nines. He organized a romantic evening. I wrote it all down, like everything that he had set up. Okay, so he had massages planned out, followed by a dinner, then going to a theater show, and then after the theater show, he had rented out a VIP suite at a club. Right, and so he invited a couple of their other friends, and they were going to go, close the night out on Valentine's in this VIP booth. So problem is that he set it all up through one of those vouchers. What are they called when you get them online?
Like a Groupon?
The Groupon.
Yeah. I want, like, what come to mind right now was Reddit. So
that works.
It does.
So we set it up via Groupon. Groupon sent him a confirmation automatically, but didn't tell him that his card was declined.
Look at everybody. Everybody had the face.
Didn't tell him that his card had been declined, and doesn't specify whether it was for insufficient funds or not, but either way, it did not accept his card. So, but sent him all the confirmations that he needed, and all of these emails, they just became invalid once payment didn't go through.
Yeah.
So literally went through the entire works of going to the reserved massage therapy.
Let me double check.
Finding out that None of that went
Let me
through.
double check mine.
Right.
Make sure real quick.
Finding a way to get through them, and finding a way to get through that, making their way to the romantic dinner where their reservation was given away.
That's not okay.
Then trying to find their way through that to get to the theater. Just killing time. Like, all right, well, we'll just go to the theater and then we'll end up at the VIP booth. So by the time they're trying to get to the theater, it's already like, hey, something's going on. What the hell happened? Starts going through the emails, finds out nothing went through, has to cancel the night.
Oh no.
That
you
he
don't
already,
cancel the night.
but problem was he promised that it was going to be special, hyped it up, talked about it, got her all excited, and none of it happened. None of it went through.
Yeah.
So question.
See, but that's when you go back to like that, like the simple. Like, you know what? I had this plan,
Was that a new?
and I'd show her the receipts, and then be like, "How about a walk through Central Park?
That's when I'd be like,
a hot dog and a drink.
It's been
We
real.
walk and talk and chat it up."
Real.
Hey.
Was it a newer relationship or was?
No, they'd been together for some time. They weren't married. They'd been together for a while, and so, like I said, I mean, he must have messed up an anniversary or something because he decided to go all out.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then. Okay. At some point, somebody would forgive that. If that was a new one, it's over.
Yeah.
That's off.
But if you show the receipts and they see the work and trial that you went through, you know what I mean? I think that'd be good enough. Like, you can read
days later. That's good enough after the argument. You know,
you can read.
First of all, you're gonna go through the hurricane.
If she really that like that, then that's not for me. Word?
Someone has to
go on then. What?
Like that.
What's up?
But just imagine being in that dude's situation. Like, I got all this mapped out because he was bragging to all his friends and everything. Be like, yeah, so we're doing this tonight. I got to get out of work early because this is what we're doing. And coming back to work the next day and be like,
oh, right, yep.
I don't want to talk about
it.
Sasha, do you have another one?
No.
Okay, I've got one more and then we'll move on. Okay, because this one's kind of crazy. It's called the naked breakup. Okay. So it says, I've been dating this guy and I was really falling for him. He said he wanted to plan everything for our Valentine's Day date. He loved astronomy, so he picked a spot and brought a small telescope and showed me all the constellations. I was on cloud 9. I changed into something sexy and invited him in. He got undressed, got in bed, and then told me he couldn't do this anymore. He basically got undressed to break up with me. He said I deserved a really nice Valentine's Day date before he did it. That's savage. Like, what the?
Damn.
What?
I named the constellation after you and everything.
Right.
He goes your certificate. He goes your certificate of authenticity. Just like, bring out all
do it the next day.
Right.
Do it the next day. Like, I understand. Would be completely asshole and doing it before Valentine's Day.
He ended it right. That's how you got her ended, yo.
No,
had this long dong waiting for, like, check it out.
And get to a new person and have some even better.
He would just like when everything was about to start. He was like,
"You butt
hold
ass
on, wait
naked.
a minute. Let me tell you something.
You butt ass naked,
That's
and you butt ass naked to go. Okay, it's over. It's been real."
That's a savage.
Like, just how bad, like, just from a chick's perspective, because
like,
I don't
take
know.
a look at what you're not going to get anymore.
How bad is it to be in something sexy and then go take it off and not that way?
Right. No. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I would lose my crap. Like, really? You mean like I'm in something like I'm naked?
But you know what?
No.
It's smart too. Because guess what? You can't really do much.
Yeah, she ain't.
You can't really do much. As a matter of fact, I would have left it tied up.
You are savage. That's just wrong. He's like, I would have left it tied up and walked out.
Yeah.
That's been real.
All right. So with that being said, Remy's going to start his idea of the perfect date.
Yeah.
Ooh. My idea of perfect date.
And let's
a bowl of, because I'm a simple person. Just make me a bowl of cereal. I'm talking about one of those big cake size, bowls of cereal. and throw on some anime cartoons. You can have popcorn or something, you know.
Sorry, Sasha's face is priceless. She said,
Oh wait, nah, that's my birthday. Hold on, wait.
"Oh my God, that's the birthday."
Nah, my perfect. If you like, do I like? Is this imaginary or something that's attainable?
Imaginary.
Your imagination. Yes, use your imagination.
Imagination station. All right, if I could do anything,
It's like this don't have
This is
I
not
try.
the ideal
I would
date.
charter. I would
It's
charter
your
a
video
private.
game character, no, like real life.
I would charter an airplane. You know what I mean?
There we go.
Fly to either Europe or Japan. I think I would probably rather Japan.
Okay.
Then they have this.
That's a fucking vacation. Like you on a plane for 18 hours.
I'm talking about for one day.
Don't be hating. Don't be hating.
Right.
Damn.
No, this all happens, you know, within the span of 24 hours. Okay.
Right.
You know, and then all right, we have some sake, some sushi at a local restaurant, and then we head over to, you know, that what's that? There's a place in Japan, I think it's in Tokyo, where they get dressed up in the costumes and stuff like that. I forget the name of it. But it's just like a regular thing. People walking through the streets in cosplay. People just walking through the streets in cosplay.
Yeah.
Oh well, then yeah,
that would be fun.
But and I think that's pretty dope. I would do that.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I do that. See, that was a good one. See,
he want to fly you out. He trying to fly you out.
Baby,
So
you know, wherever you lie.
You heard that? He trying to charter a plane for Valentine's.
I'm trying to spread the hint, like you know, it's
Japanese
trying to get
women
food out for the weekend. Yes, that happens.
Already into the bond, so you know, hey.
What you got, Sasha? What's your ideal perfect date?
So my ideal date would be something along those lines. Just go on a trip somewhere really, really fun and exotic and do a bunch of fun stuff. Like go to Jamaica. Like you could do a 4-day, 5-day little turnaround and just plan some cool stuff every day. Go swim in beautiful pools, drink, travel, go buy stuff and eat fun food and like have fun with locals and get turned up and smoke cigars and drink great whiskey, watch a beautiful sunrise.
Cigars.
And have just just fun times, good energy. And go somewhere real fun and exotic. Go, you know, Greece or the Mykonos, be on a little yachty situation. Some good food, some sushi, some lobsters, some steak. Okay,
I want to eat.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, fun, eat, and like just do it.
Encebollado.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Okay, that's it. That's enough.
She made me hungry. I don't know why she made me hungry.
I know, right? I'm like, I want to go eat now.
I just got saying decadent food, fun, you know, turned up on, you know, ass out on the beach. That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm about to order Grubhub.
Right.
All of that.
Come on, Kate. I know you got something for us. What will be
y'all setting the bar high for a first date. Y'all trying to go places. That's how you end up in fucking hostels and shit.
Did go to Vegas for a first date. Like got to like literally 3 days.
Okay, but yeah, that's local though. Like if you get stranded in Vegas, you're still in America. Like your fucking driver's license is still valid. You know, like the Chase knows who you are. Shit like that. You get stranded in Greece. Like people don't even speak your language. You're just lost as hell.
I'm just saying, I'm hard to miss as a big black man amongst all these Japanese people.
Well, yeah, they're going to be obvious that you don't belong there, but you're going to have to go to the embassy, not the airport.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, so my idea for an ideal first day is, you know, no food, no movies, you know, because that's, for me, eating is like just too many opportunities to fuck up. Like, something jump off the fork, you know,
too many onions,
stay in your clothes, you know, like trying to like, what am I gonna order? Like, damn, the ribs look good, but do I really want to get down on a half rack of ribs in front of this chick I just met?
Yes, you do.
Guys thought about stuff like
only
that.
Real men handle those.
I love that you're getting realistic with it, like right here, right now. First,
it's like, man, like if I have them ribs, I know I'm gonna get mud butt in about an hour and a half. So, Like that's some real talk. Like, can I wrap this date up in an hour and a half? Like, how far away does she live? 20 minutes? All right, so I got an hour, 10 minutes to woo this chick, and then I got to get her ass home
I'm
because
shitting my brains out. Jeez.
I'm trying to do something afterwards that's gonna require longer than an hour.
The awkward endings that I've had. I had a couple awkward endings with, it's been cool. I'm gonna text you and then really not get the text back, so they could have been embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I don't do movies on a first date. Like I see a lot of people talk about like, oh, movies on a first date is really cool. Like you go to a movie first, then dinner, so that way you have something to talk about over dinner.
Nope.
No, like going to a movie is like just sitting there watching a screen. You're not really connecting with that person. You're not talking. You're not communicating. You don't even.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it. What's up?
I got some. All right, a real life joint. All right, so. And this is like back in like high school time. All right. So I remember one time I met up with the girl at school. Of course I showed up with like the flowers and a card that I drew myself.
Yeah.
And I wrote the poem for it too. I'm telling you, I was smooth with it, But we wound up cutting school and we went to FAO Schwartz. We went to FAO Schwartz, and then we went to this place called Sony Wonders in New York. And Sony Wonder was kind of like this interactive, like sciencey place. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But you can learn stuff, do stuff at the same time. But it has some nice little cut spots. Mm-hmm. So FAO Schwartz went and got her a teddy bear. We left. Went to Sony Wonder and we, walked around, this is how a phone was made. This is how, everything, you stand on that side and I stand on this side and we talk to each other and it shows like how the radio signals work and all that stuff like that.
So you were learning on top of having a date.
Right, exactly.
Right, and then that gives you something to talk about.
Yep. Facts.
Yep.
And it kept us going. So and then we found a nice little cut spot in the corner somewhere behind the scenes.
So what's your perfect date, Aurora?
Found Nemo.
My perfect date, I'm a bit of a foodie. So where you say you don't want to go to a restaurant, I don't do movies because I can't converse with somebody in a theater. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to stay at home and watch Netflix by my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just not something I want to go do if I'm trying to get to know somebody. So I figure a good meal, especially if you guys are both going to a place that maybe you haven't experienced before or has new food. Like I love trying new cuisines. So that gives you something to talk about. Like you guys go together and try these new cuisines. Like, have you had this before? Right. It sparks conversation and allows you to get to know that person a little bit better.
Right.
So
especially if they're experimental too and they're open.
So things like that, horseback riding. That would be an ideal date, going horseback riding, and hanging out and having like for me, it's really about the plan. Like have it planned out from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a horrible planner.
That's a perfect date for me.
I'm a horrible planner.
Yeah. See, and I like it planned out, like so that they're not like, oh, well, where you want to go? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
I'll
plan it out, like surprise me. Like
or like you go places and there's no destination, like a now what? I'm like, no, it's a and then. Right.
That's like you planning like you go on vacation, you plan the whole vacation out. Like, all right, we only got 30 minutes of downtime during this time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, before the next activity starts. No,
like all itineraried up and shit.
Right? Yeah. No, I can't. I'll have an idea, a basic idea.
Loose idea. It's point A to point like B. What I'm talking about. See, you keep cutting me off on my thing here, Ram. What I'm talking about is like from jump. So like, say you go and get her an outfit, or hey, let's go get you an outfit. Let's go do this from top to bottom and have it all figured out. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we're gonna go to dinner, but you need an outfit for dinner, so I'm gonna take you to go get an outfit. Then we'll go to dinner, and then we maybe go for a walk, and whatever it is, or horseback riding, and let's go do this, that, and the other.
There's fillers.
New cuisine, something that's new and fun to experience.
I feel you. Like housewives, like when they go on like their trips, they go and then they have stuff to do, and then they have downtime and go to drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah,
so,
I could do drinks at the bar.
Absolutely.
To the bar afterwards. All right.
All right. So my ideal of the perfect date is like pool hall, arcade kind of style, or like mini golf, doing something like that, just so
Right.
that way you're having fun, have something to talk about.
Yeah.
I like to go to bars, darts, pool, all that stuff. That's always fun to do. And plus you get to see how they interact in a social situation, like a social
Right.
setting.
Yeah.
So,
But
you know,
wait, question.
good first date, take somebody out to a bar, watch how they like interact and do everything. If they start acting crazy or can't hold their liquor, then that ain't somebody you want to go on a second date with.
Right. Exactly.
But at least it's good for, you know, one night, have fun. All right, you're crazy. Later.
Okay.
So we
I
have
was just
Roy make a
thinking
comment. He said
regular
something about-
person or
I was just gonna tell you something real quick. Roy has a comment. He said back in high school, Remy was telling us about him and Wilma, whoever Wilma's at is.
Oh, you're saying you're
I
old.
don't know.
Yeah, he's trying to say you're
Fred
old.
Flintstone and Wilma.
Oh,
Yeah, Fred Flintstone and Wilma.
womp
Yep.
womp womp. Roy.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
He didn't
Roy.
fail. You didn't get it.
And he's putting
Yeah.
rumors down in that comment box, man. He's talking about that you and Sasha are dating. That's what he's heard.
Don't be spreading false
I don't
rumors
know who you heard
like
that
Mr.
from.
Roy.
I don't know who it was.
This lady is open and available for Valentine's.
She's
Honey.
like, I ain't got a Valentine's. You
Oh,
know,
it's not Valentine's.
Socials
It's
are available.
Happy Singles
Click the
Awareness
link.
Month.
right. Happy Singles Awareness Month.
Right.
Exactly.
We got our post coming up, what our favorite date's going to be, and then we're going to tell you guys what we all have on our list. So stay tuned for more
On
drops.
sale on cats at the shelter. Come one, come all.
All right. What's the next part of this? I think we got pickup lines now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was gonna go into what does Valentine's Day mean in the kink BDSM community? So
yeah.
a lot of people don't really get the down low on this part of it. So Valentine's viewed as a lover's holiday, like a couples thing.
Right.
So how does that work between dom sub relationships, dungeons, kinksters, things like that? So I guess the question is it still celebrated like a couples holiday, or is it like celebrated differently, or is it just kind of like another day in the dungeon?
It depends on it depends on who you have. It's like if we're talking about dungeons and clients, it depends on how if you're working and those are your clients. But if you're personal type stuff, it seems it's a very big holiday for this. You know what I'm saying? For kink, it is, at least for my experience. Clients, people that I play and play scenes with, Valentine's Day, a lot of times they're lonely, and that's their way of connecting. So
I was gonna say the same thing. It just varies from situation to situation. I think on the most part it's celebrated, and because it's one of those times where it's like you're gonna do some things that you never tried before. You're definitely gonna be a little bit more adventurous. You're gonna explore a little bit more. You're gonna try to push your boundaries if you've got a solid enough relationship going on. So I think it's just not another day in the dungeon, but not exactly that cutesy roses, here's a box of chocolates, right. But it might be like, hey, here's some Whitmans, but you're gonna eat them off the toilet seat. So
exactly,
whatever you're into.
No, it goes down like that for real. And I mean, that's depending on who you're playing with, they want that. So.
I think in like when I was younger, I had more of a like romantic side to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I was one of those people that used to buy a dozen roses and hand them out to girls that didn't have boyfriends and stuff like that. Just to be nice, not to try and pull them or anything. Just to like say Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Like, I used to do that when I was younger.
Yeah.
But now, like I don't believe really in commercial holidays like that. Yeah. Like I feel like Valentine's Day should be something like the spirit of Valentine's Day should be something that you do continuously. It shouldn't be something that you that is it's such a special day.
Well,
like,
if you have a significant other,
if you pay attention, you pay attention to your girls, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, or men, male, whatever, like your partner, then you should they should always feel that connection, that deep root of like knowing that they're always being taken care of.
Well, and I'm going to piggyback on that for a second, because if you don't have a partner, then you could be doing these things for yourself. Get in touch with yourself.
Right.
Facts. Take yourself to a
And
spa or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Treat yourself to a date.
Even to piggyback off of that, even if, I'm, being funny when I say fly out and all that stuff, that would be ideal. But even if you're like newly dating, or it's a first date, or even if it's a one-time thing, don't think that it's so deep in investment on either side to actually plan something fun. Like, don't think of it monetarily. I think sometimes we think like, well, if I'm doing this, then I need something. Like, enjoy the moment, like go into those situations. I've had various types of partners, and sometimes I take the initiative to plan something. And if I'm trying to be chivalrous or whatever, like, I don't mind going that extra amount to plan something fun, because it's an adventure for us. Like, I'm not looking like I did this for you. Like, that's so like scummy. Like, so really, like, even first new situations, that's okay too. It's not like you're losing anything. You're gaining a cool experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Well, just to kind of bring it back to what Remy said, and not really, buying into the corporate holiday. Yeah. Do you guys remember when Hallmark cards, on the back of them, it said it was 99 cents?
Yep.
They're like $8.
No,
$8.94 for a Valentine's card. Same shit, same poem.
Right. It's the same generic poem that's printed across thousands of cards.
Yeah.
Like, here, let me tell you how special you are, as you read a card that 300 other women are reading at the exact same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Write your own thing. What do you think is special about that person?
I had no effort to do nothing else, so I just paid for overpriced paper.
Yes, here you go. Yeah. Like, when it comes to cards and things like that, I personally rather get something that's handmade. You know what I'm saying? Right. Somebody put some energy or some thought or some time when it comes to cards.
But grab some cardstock, fellas. Right. Don't go and grab something out of the copy machine. Don't fold that shit in half and put a.
Can I give some advice over here?
Mm-hmm.
When you dressing for the occasion, all right, and getting ready, having your mindset that you're in a movie, okay, and you are the person that you want your character to be. And this is with anything, really. Oh no, it's not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that type. We good. We good. So you're a star in the movie. Have that confidence, that swagger, whatever that you need, or the character that you see portrayed in this movie, you are the star of the movie.
Yeah.
So you should be the star. Dress how you perceive that star to be. Wear your hair the way you think that star will be. Go completely bald the way you think that star will be. If you think that star is gonna be cock diesel, get to the gym, exercise, do push-ups. You know what I mean? Be that star. Put yourself into that position, and then that will get you where you want to be in life.
Free your mind, and the rest will follow.
Yes. Yes. Say it again. Yes.
How many timeshare meetings have you gone to?
Right.
Yo, Clubhouse got me on it.
He's telling a dream over here. Yeah,
right.
All week, folks. Remember to check out our website, www.safeword.mcc.com. Okay.
Teach you how to Dougie.
There'll be more of this all week. Yeah.
We've been here all week.
Yeah, for real. We really have.
Coming up on the tail end, before we start our main game, we're gonna have a little pregame. And let's see who's heard, can make up, or has been introduced to the worst pickup lines.
Oh yeah.
I've heard plenty of those.
I almost forgot we had those ones going.
Oh, good. Thank God. Because I was hoping that happened. Because you would have started in early if you would have known what was going on.
Facts. I would have been like, yo, let's get to this one real quick. Go on. We still telling stories over here.
Okay, so you've been itching at this, so go ahead and start us off.
All right. Are you butt dialing? Because I swear that Ross Claude is calling me gal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God. This is gonna go so bad so fast. So this is gonna be a merry-go-round shit show.
But
So let's do it.
I'm gonna say a couple that I've actually heard like through dating apps and stuff. So
Do that.
Okay, so like I got a really good one, and I didn't write it down, but I got this one was actually pretty good. So when this person jumped into the inbox, the message that was sent was, "You have such beautiful eyes." So, no, he goes, "Beautiful eyes, juicy lips, gorgeous face, amazing hair." Well, I'm done talking about me. How is your day doing?
Oh, yeah.
All right, okay.
Facts. Big facts.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I have an ultimate fail pickup line.
Okay.
I had this guy tell me the most beautiful things, like, "Oh, your skin is this, you're beautiful, you look like an angel. I just want you to be my flower." And it had this like kind of really dreamy guy with his chest, and I had a little tattoo, and he looked like this Macklemore. I was like, "Oh, that was cute." So I didn't get to respond. But then I go back and look at the message the next day, and it's this dusty ass looking like Nigerian looking dude with ashy feet. I was like, "Oh, you tried to catfish
He
me."
changed the picture. Oh my gosh, he was trying to Oh, that's so bad.
That was
People
too
don't
good to be
catfish. Just be
true.
your authentic
I
self.
knew I was
Wow.
dreaming because I woke up to the truth in Jesus' name.
Right,
Yeah.
you're like, woo. Save
Here's
my
All right,
the
Mr.
most
Marcos.
overused pickup line every guy tries to use. "Hey, do you need a hand with that?"
That's regular every day. Can I carry those groceries for you?
"Hey, you need a hand with that?"
Oh,
That is-
no.
That's
oh,
not corny. That's
Nah,
not
my
bad. That's
my
good.
favorite thing me and my boys used to use. We used to like say you see a girl jogging or walking or whatever, and then you're like, "Oh, okay, hold up." You know, hurry up, scurry over there across the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Hey, can I walk with you, talk with you?" You know what I'm saying? That used to be. Can I walk with you, talk with you? What you talking?
Right.
And them chicks set new personal bests as they fucking finish their laps.
It was so lame. It worked sometimes though.
Okay, so I got a really cheesy one. Are you an eco-friendly kind of girl? Well, the condom in my pocket goes out of date tomorrow, so why don't you help me use it so I don't have to throw it out?
Can you recycle that?
I mean,
Just be like, otherwise it might end up in the dump and strangle a baby turtle. I mean, you don't want that to happen, do you?
It's
was
still
gonna be
going.
a
It's going to
waste
do that a
anyway,
lot
'cause-
sooner.
Right.
If
or
you
it was
use
gonna be
it.
a waste anyway. 'cause it
Like,
was in
there's
your
so many
pocket.
arguments there. I wouldn't work. That couldn't work.
No,
Oh God, if that line's ever worked on you, please message, comment, because
Facts.
Tell us
Okay,
below.
So I've got a
Yes.
corny one, and this one I've actually heard, and it's funny because I looked up pickup lines, but I've actually heard it on dating apps. Okay, so yogurt, cereal, soup, you. These are all things that I'd like to spoon. Yeah.
that's pretty solid. I mean,
No, it's not solid.
that's
That's
champion
That
material
is
right there.
that is Kane
Shot in
level
the
solid
trash.
right there.
And
All
that
right.
guy.
He put in work for
If
that.
you know what, if I were you, I wouldn't use protection. That guy sounds like
Right?
a fucking winner.
A winner, definitely.
No,
Yes.
Chicken sounds like a day old chicken dinner. That like
no need
If you're
to
sitting in your
pollute
if you're
Earth.
sitting in your car and you're watching us on your phone right now, and that was the line you were about to deliver, just you know what, you're an amazing.
throw the whole
individual.
day away.
You're
Just
an
throw
amazing
the whole day
person.
away. You know, you'll be fine tomorrow, champ. Go get them tomorrow. It's not going to be today. With that, it's not. Go
I'm gonna
back
let you know right now. There's only 2 people in the world that can get away with using that line. One of them is George Clooney, and the other one ain't you. So
right. So I got one.
Go ahead.
Real quick.
Yeah,
So, I have a nickname, right? And it sounds like stripper name. You know, my nickname is I have a nickname, and people will inbox me and they'll be like, "Wow, do you taste just as sweet as your name?"
I taste just like
Yeah.
If
Right.
you
You're
wanna
just
be corny
pimping
like
one
it's
of
like
those
what?
today.
So if you
Right, if we're-
now
if
that
we're
can be
gonna
a guessing game, and it's like honey, cookie, candy.
Right.
Right.
I mean, there's a bunch.
And so if we're gonna go corny like that, I've got
Okay.
ones that are like, "You're so beautiful, I forgot my pickup line."
Crickets, exactly.
What? Exactly. It's just what the fuck?
For real?
Was that your effort? That was your effort. And I'm sorry I've seen that a lot, so y'all need to recycle that.
And it's great. It's great on dating apps. They have gifts now, so then you send them that one broad like the fuck, like.
But I honestly think the worst pickup lines are the ones that aren't necessarily like generic pickup lines.
Right.
You're just intending for them to be.
Right.
And it's that, do you need help grabbing that? Like you see a chick struggling to grab something off the top shelf. Oh, let me get that for you.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna be like, oh my God, this is amazing. Can I blow you?
Right.
That's never happened.
Nope.
So think of something a little bit more, be a little bit more genuine, have a decent approach instead of whatever that is.
Yeah. I mean, just here's the thing, just come genuine, because I'm sorry, like
be your genuine self.
Then I will talk to you. Like you come at me with a pickup line, and I'm like, what is this corny shit? Like, no,
or
I'm not.
an angle or something. Like, you don't feed me cheesy because you don't know if I'm that type of broad. Maybe I'm like, I'm non-dairy. Like, I don't, maybe it's the beef. I just need to just the beef.
Oh my goodness. And on that note,
Jesus.
Kidding.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, I know you got
Hold
another
on.
one. I know you were waiting.
Did you invent the airplane?
Because you're too fly, honey.
Because you seem right to me. That flew over your head a little bit. Did that fly over your head a little bit? Yeah.
It was just
that hit me right.
The Wright brothers invent the airplane. Come
on,
baby.
No, that's not okay.
Nah.
All right. And now that we've all gotten our fill of cringe.
Yeah, for real. It's the cringe episode. Try not to cringe.
Right.
So Sasha's got a little game for us tonight. We're going to close it out with Sasha's game, and she is going to run us through it. What you got?
Okay, so each of us have a list of words, and we are going to each say one of the words. And I will say a word, and then Miss Aurora will have to make a sentence out of that. And then Miss Aurora will give a word at the end of that, and then Remy will have to make a running sentence with the next word. Does that, yeah?
So what we're doing is we're telling a story, a very creative story. If you drop the ball with telling the story, if you go and you're out. So we have a list of words in front of us. I compiled a list of words. We got a list of words in front of us. And so on each round, for each turn, let's pay attention to the list, because that's going to be your next word. And so if somebody's out, you need to pay attention also, because if you repeat a word, you're out. You're out. First one that can continue the story and keep it going the longest wins.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
And you can't just, you got to add on to the story. Be creative. Okay.
So if you're out, you want to mute the mic?
Yes. Yep. If you're out, mute it.
Okay.
So we're muting mics over here now?
So
no, I ain't muting my mic.
I'm going to throw the start of this to Kane. This is going to be the order, okay? Storyteller. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Kane, you be getting bullied over here, yo.
Right?
You get voluntold.
It's not, I'm not bullying.
Nah, you're not. You're not. You're just getting voluntold.
So let's just go ahead and put this out there right now before I catch a ton of hell. There's only one person, maybe two, if you can count my mama, that can get me to do something against my better judgment, and that's Aurora. So if you think you're going to hit me up later on in some comments or something and be like, oh, well, Aurora pushes you around. I let Aurora push me around. So I've got a lot of respect for that woman right there. She hustles, she does a damn thing. She gets everything, she set all this up. So I owe her a lot of credit. So I take a little bit more shit from her than I would anybody else.
We all do. Yeah. We love it.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
I don't take no shit from nobody.
Oh, shut up. Yes, you do.
Stop playing. Why you gotta act like that?
So how this is how the order is gonna go. Ken's gonna start it. Okay. As soon as you're done, just be like that's where I'm ending it. So that way she can pick it up and go with the next one. So it's going to go Kane, Sasha, Remy, me. Kane, Sasha, Remy, me. Okay.
All right, and no ums.
No ums. If you start saying unanimous decision, even if you're muted, go Nope,
Mm.
nope, off. You're cut.
Right. Yeah. When they're out, you gotta, yeah.
So be
Here,
listening for it
you're
too
out.
if you're out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first word is flogger. So the second word is feathers. Okay. So when you're ready, go. I should have gone. Go ahead.
First word, flogger. So I was in the dungeon the other day using a flogger, and the sub said,
That feather that you use, that one, that's my favorite one. I love it when you put it towards the.
Oh, it's Remy. And then all of a sudden, this feather
God damn.
decided to
told
break.
you.
that was an There was an
You don't
You're out.
shit.
There
No,
was
I
an
did. I said, and all of a sudden, there was no
No, come on.
See, it ruined it.
Go.
So when they were using this feather on the sub, while she was tied up, I decided to.
You're out. Then the word.
Yeah,
was
I just used
handcuffs.
feather.
Your
I
word
was
was
passing it
handcuffs.
on. Everybody else paused.
Your word was handcuffs.
Yeah.
Oh
Use
shit!
it.
Damn,
You're
I
out.
thought I used it in my mind. I
Use
used it.
yourself.
I swear to
Yeah.
God,
Now,
y'all interrupted me the
music, you're
first
done.
time.
I'm gonna mute you
I
fully.
had that drink
Hold on,
going,
hold on.
man.
Hold on, watch this. Now he's muted. Okay. So where did the story leave off, Sasha?
Silk tie.
Yeah. The sub had the feather, and no, sub like you had the handcuffs and like the feather. I like when you use the feather and you use them
So the
towards
sub really liked when Miss Sasha used the feather on her, and he was just like, "Oh my God, can you please just handcuff me to this feather?" Okay.
So, sans handcuffs for the time being, I know that's hard to believe. I had to resort to using a silk tie, which was a little bit easier, but
when it was
it ended up having a little bit of
DDLG. He liked DDLG, and I complied. But he also was a
ginormous cougar hunter. So he really liked his old gals. He was going after the cougar hunting all night long, Kane.
So one of the things that he liked about hunting cougars was edging, because nobody edged better than cougars because the experience factor was through the roof. And one of the other things he loved about cougars was
when they get all riled up from edging, then they're ready to turn into the queening position. That always led everyone to their
soft limits, because you see, sometimes you need to know if you have soft limits over suffocation, because queening can cause suffocation. Kane.
suffocation was a little bit past the soft limits that they had. And after exhibiting, some very, very, very adverse reactions to their soft limits being overtaken, they decided to start negotiating their
hard.
You're supposed to use that word, so you're out. Muted. You're out.
It was hard, that one.
You're supposed to use hard limits in your sentence. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one was hard limits. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you. What? Hold on. Oh, you gotta unmute yourself.
Sasha had queening. I had
y'all
soft
all
limit.
lost.
No.
Oh no, you had soft limit. I had hard limit.
Exactly. Goodbye.
Oh.
Goodbye. See you later. Okay, so
I'm just saying you had a long time to figure out what you wanted to do next.
Sasha, you're muted. Unmute yourself. This game is all over the place. All right. So I think that we start a new story, because I have no freaking clue where that story was going. So I'm going to start the story.
You're at White Knight.
It was a good one.
We're on White Knight?
Yeah. No hard limits, because you did soft, and then soft was again. I was supposed to do hard.
No, that was his word.
That was his word.
His word was hard
White
limit.
Knight then. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ooh.
White Knight.
Okay.
All right. So there was this girl, and she really didn't understand if she was a sub, a switch, or what, but she was just so paralyzed that she needed her White Knight to come in and save her.
in the white night of her dreams, he always was mysterious. And a part of his mystique were these amazing vampire gloves that he wore. They just were with him everywhere. And he also enjoyed
anal training, which is what he put this little damsel in distress through.
Sasha. And then he would love to just explore, and he would take us on these. We would go on these random Yep, I messed it.
Done. I win. The next word.
I blew it, guys. I blew it. I'm sorry.
The next word that we had was black sheep party, and then after that was supposed to be dragon tail, and then Roman shower. So we almost got all the way through it. Unmute yourselves, guys.
That was good.
I'm just saying, y'all cheated. Y'all started off with y'all words and stuff like that. Y'all didn't turn it into whatever, yo.
You got the list of words too.
Half the time, Ram.
Yo.
They're not starting with the words. Here you guys
go.
Start
the
reading
order.
the words in the game.
You didn't even have to do the work to come up with the words. I freaking sent them to you.
Oh God! Here y'all come with words and stuff.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the game here. The
More
story.
than the words. Did you guys catch when he fucked up the order on the first round?
What?
Ooh.
He was like, "Oh, that's me." It's like, yeah, we
yeah.
talked about going through the order like several times.
Right.
Aurora said, "Kane, Sasha, Remy, me. Kane, Sasha, Remy, me."
And I said it.
Then we were like, "All right,
so
let's
what?
go."
Cute.
And then Remy comes in.
So
Oh,
what?
shit, that's
Like
me.
it's rigged. It's rigged.
Right. It's a recount. Still to recount.
Oh, don't pout, Rem. Look, Rem's gonna pout. You want her?
Oh.
Do you see me pouting? Oh, I'm just waiting for y'all to move on.
Well, we're moving on to the end of our live, our end of our time with you guys. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you guys learned some ways not to mess up this Valentine's Day.
No.
For real.
So, with that being said, we always enjoy getting together, meeting with you guys, doing these lives, putting these together, and sharing some information. And every now and again, just having a fun night with you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed it. We hope you guys keep coming back. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers, subscribe to SafeWord, and we'll see you next week.
Go look at our socials and follow the rules for the giveaway too, guys.
Yes. Pay attention to the giveaway. The gifts are good. All right. See y'all later.
All right,
Bye.
y'all.